Hey, welcome back to Guns Up Review. Today we're out at the ranch and we're looking at the abandoned mansion slash the abandoned bunkhouse. We're making us a place to sleep. Come on back, I'm gonna show you about it. The ranch is about 45 minutes from the house, and it'd be nice if I could come down here and spend the night. And where am I gonna do that? Well, I had this old barn. This is just an old metal building that I had for a long time. It was my eBay barn. So I put myself through college selling stuff on eBay, and anything that didn't sell, I just put it on a shelf and stuck it in this barn. Well, I've been sitting down on some property that we have, and 10 years later, I haven't looked at a thing in that barn. So I got on Facebook Marketplace and said, come look at it, get anything you want, it's free, come get it. So they cleared me out, and now I have an empty barn. Let's take a look. Start of the bunkhouse. We'll have a couple of videos because there's a lot of work we got to do on this. So what we have here is a 12 by 24 metal building on some runners here. And today our job was to block it up on cinder blocks. We got some blocks. There's one right there. And so it's got 4 on each side, and level it out so that it sits on those blocks good. And we're totally doing this on a budget. We don't have, like, you know, we ain't got demolition ranch money here. So this used to have a big double door on the end. So it's big barn doors that swung open, but I don't need all that. So I found the exact same tin, the same color, piece of used tin, closed that in and got an old door from a surplus shop and got that in place. You can see the blocks down here on the bottom. So we got all this blocked up. It's a little bit lower on the west side than it is on the east side. So it's got an extra board under there, but I don't know if you can see under here or not. Probably not. Anyway, we got her supported real good on both sides, and so hopefully it won't settle too much. Now here's the hard part, is the dirt here is sand. I mean, not like beach sand. I mean, like when it's dry, it's like powder. You can't even pick it up because it just runs through your hand like water. So there's going to be some settling. So we got the blocks set on the long side. So hopefully it supports. Okay, now this is a disaster, so stay with me right now. But I got a ton of foam for free. It was on Facebook Marketplace. I'll show you a picture of that. And I have stacks of it. And the goal is to cut pieces and fit it in between the studs and insulate this. I'm running wires, so I've got to wire this. I've got, check that out, like one of those hotel style air conditioner units. Yep, when I get this thing, you're gonna be able to get this down to 50 in here. There's a little loft back there in the back. We're gonna put a little bathroom here, sink over here, a couple of bunk beds in here, and just a place to sleep. Quite a mansion, isn't it? There's all my bits. So we're quite a ways off the ground here in the front. The goal is to build out a little deck here, maybe like 4, 5, 6 feet out. I've got a bunch of lumber that I picked up at Lowe's. You know, Lowe's every once in a while puts the crooked board sale on. These were just all crooked boards, so for $200 they just threw it all in my trailer and said, here. So I got about, I don't know, $1,000 worth of lumber, and it's not terrible crooked, but it's not perfectly straight. But anyway, that's what we're going to be using to frame out the inside of it and just kind of finish out what we're going to do in there. We got water about 50 yards that way. We're going to have electricity set next week. So here's the corner of the building. The electricity is going to come off. Ow, tree in the way. Okay, electricity is going to come off there and be set right here where this stake is. So the power company came out, and I hate it. They have to bulldoze a trail. And so you can see down through here where they've bulldozed the right of way. It's going to take 2 poles to get from the highway over here. So hopefully by next week, here's Mark. What do I do without Mark? He's my #1 construction buddy. The poles should be set next week. So hopefully we'll have power to the bunkhouse. In addition to our building, we got some water tanks. These are 330 gallons apiece. Okay, we're going to use these for, #1, watering the deer. These had hydrochloric acid on them. They've been all flushed out several times. 25 bucks a piece. How you going to beat that deal? Got, well, Got 5 of them. Thought we'd put 3 of them out as water systems for the wildlife, and then maybe 2 of them we could turn into, I don't know, what do you think, a septic system? So we're gonna try and do that. You can't put much weight on top of these, they're pretty thin, but if we protect the top of them somehow, we might be able to bury a couple of them and make a septic system. So anyway, if you're interested in how that's gonna work, just follow along here on the series. So there we go, another ranch pet. There he goes, he's after some termites and some ants. Go! You're a cool little dude. Go forth and be happy. Well, be sure you're subscribed to the channel, follow the progress. We're going to be doing some on this. Just getting the whole deer lease, which is not deer lease anymore. It's not a lease. It's the deer ranch. So we'll have a series on building out the bunkhouse, and follow along as it gets closer and closer to being livable. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time here on Guns Up Review.